Hey folks, your OS Reviews. You're watching our video first look and a quick review of the QCY QY7. These are the infamously popular pair of Bluetooth headsets. Seems to be the most popular design currently floating around on the internet, and it's the one that's accumulated the most views. And if you guys remember, about a year ago we already published a review on the Soundpeats QY7. Now this one is still called the QY7, but it's a slight update. It's the late 2015-2016 updated model that improves upon the battery life performance, has now about an 8-hour performance before you need to recharge it, and also improves on the reception and the distance that you can get from the source. So now it's about 33 meters or so and seems a little bit more stable as well, but otherwise, from the exterior, you wouldn't be able to tell there's a difference. It looks almost exactly the same. The Soundpeats variant that we reviewed a year ago did have a musical note instead of the QCY logo. I think that this one is a bit more discreet. It seems a bit more classy, as opposed to having that Soundpeats musical note logo directly on front. So this one improves upon it a little bit. The color tone is still the same, but overall it's still a very solid pair of headsets that sells for sub $15 on Amazon, so very inexpensive. Otherwise, everything we love, as well as not really love, still remains here. For one, it uses a flat ribbon wire, which prevents tangling. That's a good thing, but the size of the headphones are still significantly larger than a regular pair of earphones. We are starting to see some Bluetooth earphones that are smaller and smaller, and the QY7 is still one of the larger sizes. I mean, these aren't designed specifically for sport enthusiasts in mind, but they do seem a bit more of like a larger size, probably because they had to fit in the battery, fit in the electrical components, and cut costs a little bit. So that's why the size is a bit larger, but it's still made out of plastic, so it still attracts a fair amount of fingerprints and smudges. Otherwise, the volume rocker on the side is tactile and responsive. It's also large. There is a built-in microphone, although the position without an inline remote is a little bit awkward, so you have to kind of talk. It looks like you're talking to nothing, but it does pick up your sound. It is a noise isolating microphone, so audio quality there is decent. In terms of the actual performance, there's still a little bit of background static or hissing if you listen very closely to your audio, but overall it's a pretty clean presentation, and it works well for things like electronic music, pop music, some rock music. It gets quite loud, even though the bass is still a little bit tinny and higher frequencies are still a little weak. It is slightly improved, and for sub $15, it is a very affordable and offers decent quality for the money. The silicone tips has a wing now, so you can attach it more easily onto the side of your ear canals without having it fall off. It's pretty comfortable, but because it is larger, it does weigh a bit more, and it will kind of tire your ears out after you wear it for, I would say, 3 to 4 hours. So it puts a little bit more stress in that sense, but all in all, a pretty good design. There's still that micro USB cable for charging. There's a port covered up. These are not waterproof, but they are sweat and light rain resistant. So there it is, the updated version of the infamous QY7, one of the most popular pairs of Bluetooth headsets currently on the market because it's inexpensive and also offers a relatively sleek look and design. You can check out our original review and also our updated written review down below, but this has been our video. Thanks for watching. Here are OS.